perfect Christmas feast. It peered through the frosted window, watching the family gathered around their Christmas dinner. The warmth inside the house, the soft golden light, the laughter, it all made its mouth water. The smell of roast pork filled the air, wafting out even through the small crack in the window. It inhaled deeply, savoring the scent. To its nose, the aroma of pork was almost indistinguishable from human flesh. And it was so hungry, so cold out here in the snow. But it couldn't enter. Not yet. Not without an invitation. It waited, lurking in the shadows as the family finished their meal. They laughed and chatted, clearing away dishes together with the ease of well-loved traditions. It crept silently around the perimeter of the house, following them to the living room. The large bay window gave it a perfect view of the cozy scene inside. The father knelt by the fireplace, striking a match and lighting the logs. Flames roared to life, casting flickering shadows that danced across the walls. The Christmas tree stood tall in the corner, adorned with shimmering ornaments and twinkling lights. The family gathered together, singing carols, jingle bells, silent night, oh holy night. It pressed its face closer to the glass, yearning to join in. It loved singing, but it knew its voice would give it away. It couldn't risk that, not when it was so close. One by one, the family members grew tired. The children yawned and stretched, rubbing their eyes as they hugged their parents goodnight. The mother kissed each of them on the forehead, sending them off to bed. The father stayed up a little longer, watching a game show on the TV, chuckling softly at the jokes. But even he couldn't resist the pull of sleep for long. Eventually, he slumped back on the couch, snoring loudly. It was time. It slinked to the front door and rang the bell, knowing it wouldn't take long for the groggy, half-asleep man to answer. It focused, shifting its shape until it became an exact replica of the youngest son, complete with tousled hair and the beloved stuffed bear clutched tightly in its small hands. The transformation was perfect, down to the innocent look in its wide eyes. The father stumbled to the door, rubbing his eyes, clearly confused. He squinted down at what he thought was his little boy, standing out in the cold. "What on earth are you doing out here?" he grumbled. "It's freezing, Tommy. Get inside and go to bed." It tilted its head, mimicking the child's curious expression. "Really?" it asked, feigning innocence. It marveled at how easily humans could be deceived. It could sense the real child upstairs, snuggled in his bed, fast asleep. "Yes, really," the father snapped, too tired to question the impossibility of the situation. "Get inside before you catch a cold." It nodded obediently, stepping over the threshold. The moment its feet touched the warm carpet, it allowed itself a small, triumphant smile, a smile full of razor-sharp teeth. The father turned away, oblivious, trudging back to the living room with a yawn. It was inside. The house was filled with the scent of fresh pine, warm cinnamon, and most importantly, the rich, tempting aroma of human flesh. It could hear the steady, rhythmic breathing of the children upstairs, the soft snoring of the mother from the master bedroom. They were all here, all within its reach, fat, juicy, and completely unsuspecting. As it moved silently through the darkened hallway, it felt a thrill run through its body. This was going to be the best Christmas it had ever had. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.